Come here. All right, guys, part 2. So kind of where I left off there. Sorry about that. I didn't know that video cuts off. Hey, Bubba, come here. Sorry, my dog. So as we go through, guys, the way I'm going to kind of break these down. Now, again, I just kind of made this one I kind of use as an example template as well because it has different varieties of things. Again, like if you've already gone through my talk I'm doing this weekend, it had kind of the same things kind of every day. Now, some people could definitely, that works for some people. It doesn't work for other people, especially if you have family and kids. You can't eat the same things kind of every single day, and that's okay. I totally understand that. What you want to think about is as you kind of think of food choices and break stuff down, if you want to do exactly by those numbers, or you can kind of zone it out. And that's kind of another style of doing it is if you just look at what the main source of what it is, a protein, carb, or fat, that's okay as well. I'll talk about this here. But if you want to be kind of a little bit more exact, you kind of, again, break these down, use that MyFitnessPal as a kind of tool to break everything down. So now, again, this is going to be kind of different for everyone. So these are kind of just examples where I've already broken them down into different things. So again, don't get caught up on the numbers too much. It's just kind of use this as a base tool to set up. So again, as I say in the other video, I do about 5-ish meals. Again, even though it might say chicken breast, it might be half of my leftovers from that lunch before. It just kind of depends. So even myself, I don't hit these numbers exactly every single day. Again, just depending on what your goal is, weight loss or weight gain. If you're weight gain, it's a little harder. You definitely have to eat a little bit more for some people. And, they got blessed with great genetics where they can do that as you go. So again, let me talk about this. So again, in the morning, during that talk, I always said to kind of flip-flop that kind of model. You want most of your food and most of your carbohydrates in the morning and lunch, and then dinner, kind of keep them a little bit lower. Again, the typical kind of style of eating currently in America is huge dinners and kind of smaller lunch and breakfasts. Flip-flop that model as you go. You believe me, you'll feel a lot better as you do it. So breakfast, again, I eat 4 to 6 eggs. So again, if you look at this in different sense, protein. Fruit and oatmeal are carbs. So again, you want to kickstart that day with a big source of protein, a big source of carbs, whether this be eggs, protein shake, bacon, whatever it may be. So again, as you go through, just kind of label them with P's and C's. Again, my next meal, again, I'm going to do this kind of exactly what I eat, just to make this a little easier. 1 sec, let me walk you through. And I'll kind of talk about all three as you go. So again, my exact meal, so 4 to 6 eggs, be my protein. And let's just say I had 3 bacon. That's what I had the other day. And that's fat and protein. Now meal 2, I have this is my snack. So time-wise, guys, this will, just differ person to person. That's at 8 a.m. My next meal is a protein shake and usually a thing of oatmeal, just so I can have some type of energy. Yeah. So my next one is protein shake and oatmeal. So again, P's and C's, proteins, and then carb. Now my meal 3, again, I'll talk about all these different varieties here. But meal 3, I had a chicken breast. And I had, I think 1 potato, which I eat the smaller potatoes just because I cook them in the crock pot. So I had 3 to 4 smaller potatoes, but it's about actually probably 3/4 if you have a big Russell potato. So again, right there, proteins and carbs. So again, a lot of my carbs in the morning a lot of my carbs throughout my day are in that morning. So my meal, I ate that kind of right at noon. As you go. And then I get my schedules all over the place because I do workaholic right here. So my meal 4 is a protein shake. I don't have 40 grams. Sometimes I do, depending on if I miss the mornings or kind of things like that. But that's anywhere from, if I say 2 to 3:30, if you look at it time ways. So I still kind of base it, again, to keep eating I'm sorry, this one is at 10, guys. Galleys. Sorry, I'm going to keep typing 19. So again, I kind of keep those base. So 8, 10, 12, 3. So mine's every 2 to 3 hours pretty much. Again, that just keeps me fuller. It works for me. I used to eat just breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I had a lot more time. But since I'm on the go, my body gets hungry in that sense. And this is kind of how it works for me. Again, it's going to be different for everyone. So don't think you have to eat every 3 hours in that sense. Again, end of the day, energy out. My meal 5, so my last meal, so my dinner, again, this is kind of gets weird. This is why mine is at actually 9 p.m. So in between like this 3:30 and 9, depending if I remember to do it, that's kind of when I'm at the box, and that's when I coach classes. So pretty much from 5:30 to 8:30, and then I work out. So that's why it works, because at 9, right after I get done coaching and then working out myself, I come home and my meal, somewhere around 9 to 10ish, depending on what time I get out of there. And that's when I have my big meal. So at that point, I have to have a bigger meal just because I'm super hungry at that point, especially after my workout. So you remember from my talk, you want to have a big source of proteins, fats, and carbs right after you work out. So in between, it's going to go on that topic. I'll try to get maybe a scoop of peanut butter or another protein shake in between as I'm coaching or right before I work out, if I remember, or if I feel hungry, just to give me some type of energy between that time. So I have a kind of a widespread time. So again, that's this could be chicken salad. I've had this before, but a pretty big piece of chicken, a big salad. That changes though. You can have steak, potatoes. That's kind of my normal dinner, or things like burgers. Again, I try to stay a lot away from the dairy and away from bread. So as you saw, I don't eat pretty much any bread. Again, just for myself, I'm an easy gainer. Like if I drink milk or eat a lot of dairy throughout my week, I will gain weight just instantly. And that's just kind of how it works for myself. So I have to really stay away from those kind of things. Other people can do totally fine. Again, it's not like I don't drink or eat it, but my typical ideal day would look something like that. So again, even if you don't want to count numbers here, break it down by kind of what you're eating. Proteins, carbs. Again, if you look through proteins, carbs, protein, carbs, and then this one's protein. And this last one's kind of proteins and carbs. So again, my carbs I keep lower. Again, my sources of carbs are good. There are different types of potatoes. There are oatmeal. Again, there's that slow, kind of healthy carbohydrates. They're on chips and kind of stuff like that. So again, with this template, again, you can use these as you go. And let me kind of go around through. So I created kind of 5 days. And I do have a cleaner version of this. Sorry. Oh. And now it's frozen. There we go. So that meal 1 would have these. Now I have other days kind of set up. So again, just to kind of give a variety of kind of different things you can eat. This one had a bagel, eggs. Again, this is set up for a guy, not a lady. So it's going to be a little different. This one I had brown rice, veggies, chicken. Now 6 ounces, guys, think of it as like a whole chicken breast. As a big 6 would be kind of half. So if you're breaking these up, it's not big piece of chicken. But again, this is set up for a male. From there, guys, again, veggie steak. Meal 4 would be a protein shake. Again, 5 would be some type of fish and broccoli. And that's second day. Now if we go towards, I'll go back to that day over here. But that'd be like a Tuesday, Wednesday. This would be Thursday. Friday, I'll go back to Wednesday here in a second. So Thursday here would be, again, cereal, milk. Again, it's okay to eat in moderation. Peanut butter. Meal 2 would be like a baked potato, veggies, chicken. Meal 3, again, baked potato, steak, veggies, protein shake, tuna, asparagus. And as you see, guys, those last kind of meals are very small. So again, you can break this up, check this out to set up meals. Now, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I can definitely help out. I have to do part 3 really quick because it's about to end again. And I'll talk about these 4 things. So, and about fat, because you probably saw there wasn't fat kind of included in there.